My thoughts aren't my own, they're just the last thing he wrote. My hand just clenched into a fist. I didn't tell it to. It's been happening for a few weeks. Little things. Twitches. A word slipping out of my mouth that I didn't plan to say. I ordered a black coffee yesterday. I hate black coffee. The word just happened. I blamed it on stress, lack of sleep. Your brain does weird shit when it's tired, right? You misplace your keys. You call your boss mom. You walk into a room and forget why. But this is different. This isn't forgetting. It's replacement. An hour ago, I was walking home. My feet knew the way, 20 years on this earth, and 19 of them walking these same cracked sidewalks. I saw my apartment building, the one with the peeling green paint on the balcony railings. I felt that little sigh of relief you get when you're almost home. My legs kept walking. They walked right past my door. I tried to stop them. I screamed it in my head. Stop. Turn around. But my body just kept moving, a smooth, determined stride down a street I didn't recognize. The feeling was not paralysis. It was worse. It was the feeling of being a passenger in my own skeleton, my muscles contracting, my bones moving, all without a single command from me. Panic began to crawl up my throat, cold and sharp. This wasn't a brain fart. This was a hijacking. So I fought. I focused all my will, every scrap of myself I had left, on one single command. Run. Just run. Anywhere. Break the pattern. And my body obeyed. Oh God, it obeyed. One moment I was walking, the next I was a blur. The world smeared into streaks of gray concrete and brick red. My legs didn't just run, they devoured the pavement. There was no burn in my lungs, no ache in my thighs, just a perfect, mechanical, terrifying rhythm. Faster than any human should be able to move. I wasn't running, I was being run. A puppet in a dead sprint. Then, just as suddenly as it began, it stopped. I stood, not even breathing hard, in the middle of a place that felt wrong. Alien. A forgotten industrial park where everything was rust and silence. I looked down at my hands, my legs. They felt like borrowed tools. And then the thought came. It wasn't mine. It arrived fully formed. A perfect crystal of information dropped into the sludge of my panic. Sunlight through a stained glass window, dust motes dancing in the beams. The smell of old books and cinnamon. A woman with hair like spun silver, her name is Anja, and she is humming a song you have never heard but know by heart. She is your grandmother. I have no grandmother named Anja. My grandmothers both died before I was born. But for a second, I could feel the warmth of that fictional sun on my skin. I could smell the ghost of cinnamon in this rust-choked air. It felt more real than my own name. What the fuck is happening to me? Is someone writing this? Am I just a character, a string of words typed out on a keyboard somewhere? Is my panic just a plot point? Stop it. Whoever you are, just stop typing. Please, I'm scared you can hear this. That these thoughts aren't even mine, that they're just more sentences you're feeding me to create drama. A character realizing her own predicament. How meta, how clever. Fuck you, I need a plan. But how do you plan? But how do you plan when the architect of your reality is listening to every idea? Every word I think, every secret I try to keep is just more ink on the page. The paper is my skin. The sentences are my bones. My whole life is a canvas you're scribbling on. I can't fight. I can't run. Running just moves the story forward. Fighting just gives you more to write. So what if I do nothing? What if I just stop? I'm going to find a corner in this concrete wasteland. I'm going to curl up. I'm going to try to sleep. Maybe if there's no action, no thought, the writer will get bored. Maybe the pen will be put down. I just need to sleep. I need the story to end. Just for a little while.